Hello, 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 and welcome back, roommates, to another titillating edition of Alexa's Bites. And after months of speculation, we finally have confirmation that Chris Albert's chicken parm is, in fact, mediocre.
I can spread the we can spread the truth on a fucking. We can spread the truth all day long. I'll throw the truth right on this fucking table right now.
That's right, folks. Chris Albert is back on the sauce, hopping on spaces, and this time for good reason. Because, according to this newly surfaced eviction notice, brought to you in part by Aiden Carney, the D&E Slop Shop owner is currently facing eviction after not paying a single dollar in rent since February. The rent is $2,400 per month. He was served with the notice to vacate the property within 14 days of service on May 29th, and he is straight up refusing to leave. Squatters' rights? And as you can imagine, the Turtle Boy is bad, okay? Crowd is already having a collective aneurysm over him daring to report publicly available information again. A-fucking-gain. And if by chance you stumbled upon this video and you are one of them,
let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
because while Christopher M. Albert may be listed as a victim in the witness intimidation case, as Rebecca Lavoie pointed out, he is not a plaintiff in the defamation suit against Karen Reed and Aiden Carney. And you just know that was all done by design, because if he were a plaintiff in the defamation suit, that would mean that all of this shit would have to come up, which means he can't pin his piss-poor business acumen and decades of financial distress on Turtle Boy, especially when the paper trail goes back nearly 20 years. And shout out to @KyleSharkey8 on the Twitter X's for pulling this all together. Make sure you give them a follow on the way out of this video. So these are all the public dockets that have been researched by other folk who were just as interested in this as we are. What they could find that was not sealed. I guess that means there's more?
What?
Some are active, open judgments, dismissals stipulated by parties. And let me just blow this up. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 18 cases? This is like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Life alert levels of financial distress. Good God, man.
Chris, how do you afford a car if you owe $60,000 in taxes? How'd you pay for this car, Chris?
Chris, were you in the house?
What was that?
How'd you pay for yours?
With money.
Was that question ever answered? Mind you, this was back in 2024 after a Canton Select board meeting. So if he never paid that $60K, can you imagine what the interest is now? 2 years later? And long before Turtle Boy ever blogged about the former public servant. Thanks to folk like Dreamfeed Media, make sure you give them some love on the YouTubes and the Twitter X's after you exit out of this video. Daddy DiGiorno had a paper trail dating back to 2001. We're talking mortgages, municipal liens, you name it, he's got it. Yeah, baby, he's got it. Woof. And according to Kyle Sharkey, in March of 2021, almost a full year before John O'Keefe was unalived, Christopher and Mother Bukaki were facing foreclosure of a mortgage by a trustee on the 7 Meadows Ave home. However, the case was dismissed in September of 2022 under the Service Members Civil Relief Act, which I had no idea was even a thing that existed, and I know a lot of you guys in the comment section below can tell me better because you've either served or you have somebody in your family who is currently serving or once served. But if I'm reading this correctly, how the heck does any of that make sense? Isn't the Service Members Civil Relief Act designed to protect the actual service members, not the parent of an adult child who didn't co-sign the mortgage before they enlisted. Like, isn't that how that works? Either way, Daddy DiGiorno was still very active in the small claims courts. Just last month, he failed to show up for a small claims lawsuit trial against him for not paying his bills to a creditor. Beyond Finance, check it out. It's great. The judgment was for over $5,200. Before that, in March, he failed to show up for another small claims trial in which the creditor was awarded over $6,200. No wonder you can't make your rent, Pops. Last week, he had a third small claims lawsuit filed against him with another creditor that is still open. How is he getting approved for any new line of credit with any credit card company, especially with his history? Decades of not paying his bills. And I get it. The economy's rough right now, especially hard for small business owners. I get it. But fast forward to today. Your violations are as follows. Tenant shall pay to landlord the sum of $2,400 per month as use and occupancy. The checks you provided for the payment of use and occupancy for the months of March and April of 2026 were returned for insufficient funds. Yikes. Also, you failed to pay use and occupancy for the month of May 2026. Your failure to make payments as required under the terms of the MOU constitutes a default pursuant to the provisions of the MOU. As of the date of this notice, your rent is currently in arrears in the amount, I just learned a new word today, folks, arrears, of $7,200. You are hereby notified under the provisions of yada 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 that you and those claiming under you must deliver up the goods and quit the premises at 14 days from the date of service of this notice, which, again, is May 29th, and to my knowledge, he's still in full operation of. You failed to vacate, legal action shall be commenced to evict you. I just need Grant Smith Towel to now give an honest review of D&E Pizza. You don't have to lie anymore. And you know, if Daddy DiGiorno wasn't such a scumbag who hit a foreign exchange student, Peter Berger, with his car and then left him there to die, or wasn't partially responsible for producing this flapping appendage,
Clean cold, boy, you be knocked out, KO. Bang, bang.
and the one who likes to hockey stick dead bunnies, it's a real proud lineage of consequence-free living, I might actually feel bad for the guy. But when you act like this outside of your place of business,
Justice for Peter Berger. You'll beat my face. You could, right? You seem really intimidated. I'm glad you said that on film.
and produce a sub-parm product, not my joke, that should offend everyone, no matter where you are in the world. What shape do you even fucking call that? The D&E squangle? It looks like one of the pizzas that you get from a birthday party at the ice skating rink.
What's going on with that?
No. Why does it sound like a potato chip? Good pizza, my New York's coming out. Shouldn't sound like you're biting into a fucking potato chip.
So they had a horrible selection of soda. This was the only can that they had.
You gotta pay your vendors.
All right, I don't even know what to say. I mean, both.
I don't know what to say either. I don't think I can watch the rest of the. I mean, it's, and I know people are going to be like, I saw that 2 years ago, and maybe the quality of product has slightly improved since then. I highly doubt it. He's losing more and more money by the day, by the year. He's facing eviction. I highly doubt the quality of product has improved since then. Honestly, you're better off going to Costco and picking up a $10 cheese pie from there. Now, to be fair, I am a diet soda drinker when I do occasionally dabble in the dark arts of carbonated soft drinks that aren't seltzer. But even I can understand somebody walking in, looking at the soda selection and being like, the fuck is this? Where's the regular Pepsi?
I don't even know what to say. I mean, both slices tasted different. Surprisingly, I actually liked the first one a lot better, despite its flaws. It just, honestly, the sauce tasted different to me. I think that the first one was like more fresh or something. I'm not 100% sure, but something was different. I like how well cooked it was. That was fantastic. I did not like that it was covered in cornmeal. Not only was it just covered in cornmeal, but it also had a ton of burnt cornmeal on it. I mean, you got to clean out that oven because you put the cornmeal on, it falls off the pizza, and then it stays in the oven and it gets charred up. And then it gets stuck to the next pizza if you put one on top.
And the next pizza, and the next pizza, and the next pizza, and the next pizza. Dude, you gotta have a conversation with what's his name? Big Jim? Big Jim, and tell him, look, the pizza oven, it's not an ashtray. Maybe be nicer to the customer, smile a little bit, and take a shower. That might help. At least brush your pizza oven. And with the state of his current financial affairs and his slop shop, it's no wonder he's hugging strange men in kilts.
They've been hugging for the past 2 minutes.
Or drunk butt dialing into online chat rooms hosted by people who probably have aspartame brain. I mean, have you heard this shit?
Karen crushed it up.
But anyway, that's
This guy get in the corner is like, yeah, so I don't know what happened to Chrissy Boy over there, but talk about defending the truth, but who's defending your truth, Christopher? I mean, you look at the cast of characters, Jen's got a new tooth, Higgins has got a new skin suit, Colin's got a job, Big Daddy Butt Dial got to watch his daughter get married to the brick watch guy. But what about you, Christopher? What about you? Not even a case of goddamn Pepsi.
Nothing! Now get out!
Now, if you want good pizza and you find yourself stranded on Long Island, you go to Linda's in San Remo. It's part of Kings Park. You go to Mary's in Islip Terrace or Calda in Hicksville. Not too far from the IKEA. You're welcome. Because this shit looks like it will slowly destroy your stomach lining.